Open Inductive Automation. Click Download Ignition in the upper left corner of the web page. Go to the download page. Click Other Operating Systems and Versions. To select the appropriate operating system, scroll down and find ARM. Since ARMxy is applicable to ARM 64-bit architecture, we choose to click Ignition Linux Arch 64-zip. After clicking, a pop-up window will pop up and Ignition will collect information. We can click Skip at the bottom and download directly. We copy the downloaded Ignition installation package into the BL41X. Note that the main requirements for Ignition installation are a dual-core processor, 4 GB ARM, and 10 GB of available HD space. After copying in, create a folder and use mkdir/user/local/bin/ignition. Use unzip ignition linux 64x.x.zip-user/local/bin/ignition to decompress it to the created /user/local/bin/ignition folder. Wait for the decompression to complete. After decompression, enter cd/user/local/bin/ignition to enter the ignition folder, and enter ls to see the decompressed files. Enter chmod +x *sh to give executable permissions to all .sh files in the folder. Enter /ignition install to install Ignition as a system service. And automatically start it on the system, optional. Enter /ignition start to start Ignition. Open the browser and enter http://device-8088/ in the address bar to go to the configuration interface. The web page displays Welcome to Ignition. You will see a message asking you to select the version you want to install. Select Ignition. The web page will display the End User License Agreement (EULA). Click the button to confirm that you have read and agree to the terms and conditions. Then press Next. The account setup window will open for you to enter your first user. This first user will be the master administrator account with full permissions in Ignition. Enter the username and password, then click Next. The HTTP configuration window will open for you to configure the HTTPS ports and the gateway network port. The default ports are 8088 for HTTP, 8043 for HTTPS, and 8060 for gateway network port. The debug will check the availability of the default ports. If there is no available port, the gateway will iterate the port number until an available port number is found. Existing or upgraded gateways will not search for available ports and will cause the gateway to fail. The web page will display setup completed and you can now power on the gateway. This may take several minutes to complete. When the version installation is complete, the system will automatically jump into the user interface. Enter your username and password to log in and use Ignition.